This tiny pencil costs just a few cents, yet making one required advanced robotics, precision engineering, and dozens of manufacturing steps.
Behind these walls, giant machines cut, shape, paint, and inspect thousands of pencils every minute. But one tiny mistake, what looks like an ordinary precision and years of engineering. And the most fascinating part? The
point. Now comes one of the most demanding stages. Diamond-tipped blades slice each log into portions. But cutting the wood isn't enough. Each slat must be dried under carefully controlled conditions because trapped moisture can cause her. With the wood perfectly prepared, precision machines carve tiny grooves into every slat. These channels may look simple, but a pencil is only as good as its core. Deep inside the factory, graphite and clay are blended. The mixture is then pushed through powerful extrusion systems, creating the thin graphite cores that will eventually become the heart of every pencil. At this stage, the graphite is surprisingly fragile. If the temperature rises too high or drops too low, entire Now comes one of the most important steps. Precision glue applicators fill every groove with exactly the right amount of adhesive. Then, in a process that looks almost impossible, thousands of graphite cores are placed into the wooden channels with concuments. A second wooden layer is carefully placed on top, sealing the graphite inside forever. Then, enormous hydraulic
tensions. Freshly shaped pencils may already look finished, but their surfaces are still too rough. Powerful polishing systems smooth twists. Now the factory adds the color everyone recognizes. Robotic spray systems apply perfectly even coats in just seconds. But fresh paint isn't enough. Inside giant curing tunnels, carefully controlled heat permanently hardens the coating. Every pencil now receives its identity. In less than a second, high-pressure stamping machines print the brand, grade, and tints. Now comes the moment everyone recognizes. High-speed precision blades shape every pencil into a perfectly balanced deprete. Before leaving the factory, every pencil faces its toughest test. AI-powered inspection systems scan. Some pencils are even sacrificed for quality control. They're bent, dropped, sharpened, and tested under a clean. Only the best pencils make it this far. In just minutes, thousands are boxed, sealed, and prepared for. Inside this automated warehouse, millions of pencils are tracked with incredible precision. Every day, hundreds of shipments leave this factory. A pencil may cost only a few cents, but behind it lies a global network of forests, engineers, robots. Every great idea begins with a single mark. It is through these acts of creation that we leave our legacy. The most remarkable part? This factory never truly sleeps. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. A perfect pencil isn't judged by how it looks. It's judged by how it performs. Even after repeated sharpening, the graphite must.
Before approval, random pencils are tested again and again. Robotic systems measure every line for smoothness, darkness, and
consistency. Within days, these pencils will travel thousands of miles. Some will help a child write their very first word. The next time you pick up a pencil, you'll know it carries a story that began long before it ever reached your hand.
That glossy finish isn't just for appearance. Every coating is engineered to resist moisture, scratches, and daily wear.
Instead of a single coat, each pencil receives multiple ultra-thin layers. The result is a perfectly smooth surface that's both beautiful and surprisingly durable. Seconds later, powerful curing systems lock the finish into place. Without this step, the paint could chip or fade long before the pencil reaches your hands.
Nothing escapes inspection. Even the tiniest scratch, color variation, or printing flaw is detected in
less time than it takes to watch this video. That simple block of cedar has become a perfectly engineered pencil. Millions are produced every day, yet every single one. One cedar log may not look impressive, but inside this single piece of wood lies the potential to produce thousands of. But what happens to the mountains of sawdust left behind? Surprisingly, almost none of it goes to waste. The leftover wood is recycled into biomass fuel, helping power industrial equipment and reducing waste. It's a hidden process that most visitors never get to see.
Behind every production line is a team of engineers watching thousands of live data points.
From a tree standing silently in a forest to a pencil that inspires ideas across the world, every step is driven by precision, technology. Even after shaping, the work isn't over. Every pencil must be perfectly balanced. A tiny difference in shape can affect. Some pencils face brutal durability tests. They're dropped, crushed, and stressed far beyond normal use, because failure inside the factory is far better than failure in a customer's hand. The final test is surprisingly simple: writing. Robotic systems create thousands of lines to measure smoothness, consistency. The machines making these pencils need constant attention. Even a tiny calibration error could affect thousands of pencils before. The data stream from Sector Gamma is fluctuating. We need to stabilize it. Adjusting the predictive models now, the output should normalize within the minute. Once packed, every box is automatically sorted, stacked, and prepared for shipment. In just a few hours, the traveling to
regions. Some will travel only a few miles. Others will cross entire oceans. Yet every single pencil carries the same story of.
The next time you hold a pencil, remember, it's far more than wood and graphite.
It all comes down to this single moment. Every machine, every inspection, and every precise calculation. The difference between an ordinary pencil and a premium one isn't luck. It's the result of hundreds of precision-controlled manufacturing decisions, most of which you'll never notice. From one carefully selected tree to millions of finished pencils, this entire journey happens with astonishing speed, precision, and almost flawless coordination.
Simple, reliable, extraordinary.
Right now, while you're watching this video, thousands of new pencils are being produced every single minute. The factory never slows down because the world's demand never stops.
Every tip must meet exact engineering standards. A difference almost invisible to the human eye can completely change how a pencil performs on paper.
It's hard to believe that this entire transformation begins with nothing more than a carefully selected tree.
What's different countries, different people, different dreams, yet millions of them are connected by one simple tool: create.
The next time you pick up a pencil, remember, you're holding far more than wood and graphite. You're holding the result innovation.